they're cutting back and how it affects the general public, mainly the poor people that depend on these lines. And I myself, I take the bus 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, on the 29th. I live in La Habra, and it's the schedule is basically like what was during the summer. During the fall and winter, they added more buses, which was nicer to accommodate the people. But now, for 2 days, I took the bus on the 29th, and it packs like sardines.
Well, I can give you one example. I drive the 29 on Beach Boulevard, and my last trip is a short trip. It ends at Garfield. The other night, as usual, I'm dropping off people who still weren't aware that they weren't going to be able to get where they were going. They're getting off at Garfield rather than somewhere farther down the line where the bus is supposed to go. One of those gentlemen's in a wheelchair, and not a powered wheelchair. He's going, so how am I going to get where I'm going? It's dark.
This was a shortfall we didn't see coming. The State Transit Assistance Fund, which was our only source of ongoing revenue from the state in the current state budget crisis, they completely cut that out of the budget. That was $30 million we're short this year. That's $30 million we're short next year. And on top of a decrease in sales tax like we've never seen before, we're really facing a difficult time. We are planning, the board will look today at using some reserves to help offset that loss. We also have some federal stimulus money that we're using to help offset that loss. But in the long term, the service we have on the street, it doesn't appear that we will be able to continue at that level.
You know, our country is asking the taxpayers, us, you, me, to pay the stimulus package, and yet we're being laid off. Something has got to change, and I think the change is everyone going back to the table and willing to renegotiate and talk. There's so many options. There's working part-time, but laying people off and contributing to unemployment, what option, what good is that going to do anybody? It's just draining the system. And not only that, it's so emotionally defeating. You know, all American people want is just to be able to work. Not everybody asks to have mansions and fancy cars. We just want a chance to be able to have a job. And I think that's the hardest thing to accept right there. It's like, what's happened to this great country of ours? You know, who do you trust anymore? That's it.